Yo, welcome back. Correct Opinions. You already know what it is. We're here. It's October 20th. And we got a good episode for y'all. We talk about all sorts of stuff. We got a week at home. We talk about a few football coaches that are struggling, as well as our affinity with bonnets.
That's right. Also, I went to a wedding this weekend. We're going to get into that. And we learned about a new second commandment that you probably didn't know about.
That's right.
Yep.
This is Correct Opinions. Roll music. Correct Opinions. Correct Opinions. All right. We are in mid-October. The leaves are changing. It's happening.
And so am I.
Are you?
Going through puberty again.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Kind of seasonal for you.
Yeah. Yeah. In the spring, I get seasonal allergies. Yeah. But in the fall, I start finding hair in new places, and it is,
men have kind of mysterious, body cycles. I've found that Katie and I have synced up, having lived together. And yeah,
smart.
It's double trouble, man. We're both cranky at the same time.
And wreak havoc on your plumbing.
We just, pizza.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. So yeah,
that is one thing about Katie.
Pros and cons.
She is always craving pizza.
Well,
anytime I'm over here,
she's
like, let's get the pizza rolls fired up.
Yeah, you haven't synced up with us yet. Once we're living on this bus together, you'll probably get there. And I tell you what, we're due for I think that St. Louis show could be a roller coaster.
Wolverine's coming out. You better hope there's not a full moon too.
Yeah, it's on Halloween. So all the stars could align for something really interesting.
I knew when I first started working for you 3 years ago, and I don't even know if you were dating Katie yet, but I knew it's like someday I'm going to sync up with this guy's wife. Mm-hmm. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
in St. Louis,
so
on Halloween.
Oh,
full moon. So all that to say, the leaves are changing, and so are we.
Yep, that's right. And we're back on the road. TreyKinney.com/tour to get your tickets.
Yes.
And
fun website.
Yeah, and we're having a blast seeing everybody. What have we been up to the past week, man? What are your? We're gonna start starting the episode with little funs and runs. I thought that was funs.
I thought it was funs. Yeah,
highs and lows, if you will, but with a twist.
Yes, and we had a lot more funs and runs. I think last week we were more on the road. This week we've been home.
Yep,
we've been back.
Nice.
But I've still had funs. I've been a sporty little boy since I've been back.
Really?
Yeah. I've played pickleball, golf, yesterday, sand volleyball.
Ooh.
Trying to take advantage of the limited warm weather while we have it. And also went to a wedding Saturday. So that was fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
It was
been to a wedding in a while.
The driest wedding I've ever seen.
Interesting.
Yes.
Everyone leave by about 9.
Actually, it's funny you say that. No joke. I'm on the dance floor. I'm crushing it. Not even sweaty yet, though, if that tells you anything. Like just getting going.
No buttons unbuttoned yet.
No.
We're kind of like
sleeves are still all the way down.
Right.
I think once the sleeves go halfway up, like, all right, he's getting serious. I would say legitimately we are 7 songs deep into the reception, like starting to get there. And all of a sudden, like tables are being like put away to the side of me. Chairs are being folded and put up.
Did they ask for your help?
At the very end. At the very, very end, this guy...
Such a dry move, yeah.
I don't know if... Well, that was another thing. This guy was being very strange to me. Normally, I'd be like, he's probably drunk. Mm-hmm. Like, no. The blue cans were Pepsi.
Yeah.
So I know he's not drunk. He was being so weird. It's like, dude, I haven't seen you all night. I was like, oh, hey, do I know you? He's like, oh, actually, I don't think I do. I'm Mark. Do you want to grab one of those? Or no, you don't. You weren't in the wedding party, were you? I was like, no, I'm not dressed like any of them. You don't know. Like, I don't know what... Sure. Conversation was
easy on the Pepsi, Mike.
Yeah, someone should have cut you off.
Yeah.
Oh, and then another thing about this wedding. So I didn't plan on talking about any of this stuff, but as you know, most of the recties know, bit by a tick, allergic to red meat, which is fine in 99% of scenarios. This wedding, only thing on the menu, pulled pork sandwiches. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I won't have dinner tonight. But
did you go to a wedding or like a family reunion? It feels like you were confused. You're like, why is that guy dancing so much?
I'll go join him.
Let's hit the dance floor, guys.
No, come on.
You guys ever been to a wedding before?
I can't believe there's only 9 of us here.
You're not even a Henderson. Who is this? That's right. Just pulled pork sandwiches,
so
paper plates, Pepsis.
Yeah. Yep. Had to pass on the pulled pork, but they had beans. And I went back for those beans about 6 times. I was like, no one else wants the beans, huh?
It's like the classic Sunday brunch after the wedding. You're like, anyone else hurting? All right, Mark, that Pepsi?
I can't be the only one who had 3 pounds of beans tonight, right?
Let me tell you.
Anyone else have the alpha gal allergy?
I'm feeling it from last night. The pinto. I got after them, and
I really did put down some beans that night, though. I was starving, and I needed these beans.
having just a bunch of beans for dinner is nice.
Beans, like Coca-Cola, and cake. That's what I had. From 6 to 8:30 p.m. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, they had people. That's the worst. So you had the funds and the runs there, or no, just runs.
Funds was Friday.
Literal runs.
Suns was the day after, or runs.
Got it.
No, but it was a really fun wedding. It was just, if you're allergic to red meat, then it wasn't as ideal. But good times. Yeah, I got to know Mark at the end when he asked me to move a table and then yanked that opportunity away from me once he saw I wasn't wearing an orange vest. Yeah,
I've had a great kind of chill, real football weekend.
Real football.
My team's won. My fantasy football team, because I know all you guys care. I want to share this with you. It's just tearing it up. Feels great. It's amazing how much I care about that.
Give me one player who you're like, I did good here. Fournette, yeah, 2 touchdowns.
On both my teams.
Oh, let's go.
I knew it. I felt good about it. He's emerged as the top guy. Anyway, I have a nice... I got a little outdoor TV because watching TV outside just hits so different. Something about it.
It's like our ancestors always wanted.
Right.
Us to take this new technology and move it outside once it starts to get cold.
But I feel like a lot of times it's like it's nice out, but I'm like, I'd really like to just be indoors. So I was like, I got to justify this outdoor setup. And I was outside watching TV. We were both pretty outdoorsy. I was just watching TV the whole time.
Yeah.
Watched football only outside all day. It's perfect.
All day yesterday outside.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep. Did that. Did it Saturday as well.
Wow.
Very fun. And
one time I took a girl out and because she said she loved the outdoors. And turns out I think she just liked getting drunk on patios. Yeah. I think that was her outdoors.
Right.
Like, no, I grew up going in the great outdoors. Yeah.
This is hikingtrails.com. I sent you the email.
Oh,
I thought that was a cute name of like a new brunch spot. You get a reservation.
Oh, cool. Hiking trails.
I think we're on different pages. That's so funny. Yeah, and then my runs would be I'm probably gonna be in a wheelchair by the time I'm 40. I think just injuries.
You don't have the polio vaccine,
right?
Right.
Oh, I'm anti-vax
just for polio. I have Pfizer.
Get it. We'll stop this, flatten the curve, but I mean, polio really.
Do we even know what they're putting in it?
We don't know No. That was just Jimmy Carter just had an agenda.
Look at FDR. Look at him.
Yeah.
He didn't last much longer. No, he got it.
Right?
He
used to be quite the wilderness man. Now he's in a wheelchair.
Yep. Couldn't even stick around to drop a big one on Japan.
Yeah. He's not alive.
So good for you.
Thank you.
Faith over fear.
All good though. I was like, I'm gonna go play some golf, and I was like, I just really don't want to move, so I didn't. And
you couldn't convince yourself to play the most.
So much queso.
Yeah.
Which is kind of both too, and literal runs.
Yeah.
But that's my weekend. So much queso. It's the best.
Well, golf is a pretty active sport, so I don't blame you for not wanting to like go out and do all that. You have to put on a shirt. You have to drive around in a golf cart.
You gotta carry the clubs like over to the
from the car to yeah.
It's just a whole thing.
What if it's cart path only? Now instead of walking 10 feet, I might have to walk 50 feet to my ball.
Nope.
That's gonna add up. It's gonna add up.
So. It's gonna add up big time.
Bummer about the wheelchair.
Yeah, it's all good though. But I'll just start doing my shows in a wheelchair. It'll be fun.
Get a little sympathy. My runs outside of the beans, stuff would be that while playing volleyball last night with a new group of people, I found myself on a team.
You just like walk up to a court and be like, "Can I play?"
Just you guys got room for one?
Can I play?
Hey, can I play? My mom's on court 7. She told me to walk around. Can I play with you guys?
Sure.
All right.
Get over here. He's just in puberty.
Come on. He's going through his second stage of it. Look at his face. The first one didn't work out great for him. No, there were like 12 kids just all playing tackle football in the sand, like all in my home jerseys. It was like, dang, that looks awesome. I love those days. Pre-wheelchair.
Those were the days.
That was awesome.
Man. All you needed was about like a 50-foot by 10-foot patch of grass.
Oh, they were playing the tiniest little piece of sand.
Get after it.
Half the time they were getting thrown into a fence by like the older brother, but they didn't care.
Yep.
Anyway, my runs were playing on this team they got invited to play with. Interesting dynamic. 2 girls in their 20s, 2 men in their 40s. And the runs were that the 2 men in their 40s are so unbelievably into volleyball and so unbelievably mediocre. It's already like an awkward dynamic.
Are they with these girls?
No, they kind of got paired up randomly, and they're on a team together. Either way,
it was like a league?
It was a league game.
And you got called, someone was like, hey, I need your help.
And we need Triplet. Get him in here.
Was it 4-on-4 co-ed?
Yes.
Okay.
4-on-4 co-ed. And so, it creates this dynamic where, like, I'm already the new guy. These guys are taking it so seriously where I feel like I can't joke around. I can't make references to Ed Sheeran while he comes on in the middle of my backswing. Yeah. They're going to hate that. To top it off, they suck at volleyball.
Right.
And then here's where the runs comes in. I can overhear one of the guys talking about me to the other team. Like, there was one time where, like...
Is this guy 40 or 20?
What's going on with this guy? He says something. He, like, under his breath, he's saying something like, hey, he looks kind of new, so we're going to need to help him out, okay? Yeah. I haven't even played yet. Like, I have not done anything.
Between you and me. He's like yelling, between you and me, hit it to that guy every time. He's new here.
I don't think he has the polio vaccine.
No, he doesn't.
Between you and I.
He doesn't have it.
Scooch over. Don't let him touch the ball once. Look at him. He's wearing a Target.
Give us polio.
Target All in Motion shirt. I don't trust it. I'm wearing, FB, LA, whatever the acronym is for sand volleyball.
He's playing volleyball in a Henley. You know he sucks. That's funny. Wow. What were they saying about you?
I was better than him at volleyball, but you would never know it by the way they spoke to me.
Wow.
It was awesome.
They're actually, just watch the double hits, man. They say to you as you walk off. You're like, we just beat you by 11. What were they saying?
There was one time where there's a girl on a team played Division I volleyball as a setter. So her sets are amazing. So I'm hitting the ball better than I've ever like spiked a ball before. And so I'm hitting like pretty downward angle.
That's nice and low for us.
No.
Oh, okay.
So it's tough. Like I'm jumping on sand. I'm 5'10" and white. Everything's going against me right now. But I'm
5'10"
still
and a half.
10.6.
0.6.
If I have my Air Maxes on.
Yes.
Which I did. Maybe that was why they had those comments.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on, let me tie my shoes.
Yeah. Guys, sorry, they keep going untied. Like, let's go after the guy playing sand volleyball in tennis shoes.
I should wear my high tops. Man, this sand is loose. This is tricky. How do you guys do it?
Anyone else getting sand in their jeans? It hurts. It hurts. Like,
got a Camelback on, just fully ready to do something other than volleyball.
Yeah.
Anyone need a squirt?
Anyone need some?
Anybody need one?
You gotta stay hydrated.
I got 16 more ounces left in my back here. You just let me know.
Come on.
I got some gushers in my jeans.
Yeah.
Well, I dove. Actually, there might be some. I'll let you know later.
I'll let you know later.
So I'm in my Air Maxes. And anyway, I am spiking the ball pretty well. And as I'm like hitting the ball, I just hit it. And the guy who's sitting out, hey, Jake, let's try to hit those corners. All right, let's try to hit the corners.
Oh, guy on your team.
Yeah. Oh, everything I'm saying
from all angles, you're getting it.
No, everything I'm saying. Sorry, I should have been more clear. Is the guy on my team talking openly about me? I am right next to this guy.
He's not. The guy in shoes isn't hitting the corner.
Yeah. It was like I can hear you. You are 4 feet from me. And you're like, hey, he looks kind of new.
Yeah.
Let's help him out.
You sure about him? You sure?
He didn't know my name all night. Like I introduced myself. I'm calling him by his name. Everyone's like, whose turn is it to serve?
Mouth guard. Does he know what's going on?
It was just
he just tackled the other player.
I
got him.
He got one of those 12-year-olds. He just tackled one of them.
Yeah.
I think he wants to play football. Yeah, he just kept being like, I think it's his turn to serve. Like
so
looking right at me.
Your team had 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
Why? What's this weird
That's
team
what I'm saying.
got into?
They got like paired up. I think it was like you could like sign up as like a free agent and they'll just like pair you with people.
It's people that really want to play
volleyball all day long. Even afterwards, like the game is over. It's all done. That was the last game of the season or whatever. This guy is talking about like, maybe we should play in the winter. And while I am, once again, we are in a circle together. Do you think he would want to play in the winter? Just acting like I'm not there.
Do you think he would?
Do you think Jeans?
I don't want him to.
Do you think, Levi's here would join us for the winter? He's already dressed for it.
My gosh.
He's got a beanie on right now.
In the winter, we play inside. Do you think he knows?
Did you grow up that way or just a barn?
Who's his caretaker? How did he get here?
It was just weird to be treated so strangely by like a really mature adult, like a man in his 40s or 50s, having no social awareness. Like, hey, don't be afraid to ask my name. Hey, you don't need to talk about me like I'm not here.
Yeah, that's not it.
You get to know me. Maybe ask, how do you know Rachel? Just anything normal.
Anything normal. And
he didn't do it. And so he goes, does he want to play in the winter? I point at myself. I go, me? He's like, yeah. I said, Jake. He said, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he's like, do you want to play in the winter? I was like, It might be tough for me to commit to anything like that. I said, I travel quite a bit for work. And I kid you not. I mean, just didn't skip a beat. I go, yeah, I travel quite a bit for work. He goes, we all do, but hey, we make it work. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
My goodness.
Am I
supposed to zoom in for the game? What do you mean? I am gone some of the time.
Yeah, I'm like, I travel quite a bit for work. Look, hey.
I mean, it's not that hard. Hey, go to your boss. Say, we need to move some things around because Wednesday nights, I think we can all make that work.
Look,
Jake.
I'm sure you like your job. That's how you afforded those jeans. But at a certain point, you gotta figure out what's important to you. Yeah, it was just so strange.
Because on this team, you're gonna have big shoes to fill, and you wear them in the sand. So. You just show you have to, if you sub in for that team in the winter indoors, you just play barefoot. Like, what is he messing with us?
Sorry, you didn't say. I don't know what the dress code was.
All right, I need a timeout. The balls of my feet hurt from slapping the court.
Anyone else's toenails sore?
Yeah.
Is that a thing for you guys?
My feet are just. I keep stubbing my toe in the airplanes from my travels. We make it work.
It was so weird.
Strange guy.
Me clearly it was true what I was saying, but so clearly like an excuse. Like, I travel quite a bit for work. I don't know if I can. We all do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's like he's at work. Like, hey, we need you to go. We need you to go to Minneapolis to help this project go live next week. He's like, that's playoffs. So
you mean like for work?
Can we call the client? Maybe have them reschedule that.
Maybe they could come to the same volleyball courts.
Yeah, I could take the call on my AirPods mid-game. Whatever we need to do. We make it work.
It would be no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are my runs.
Yeah,
just all of that yesterday. Nice. It was just like, this is so strange. How are you a fully formed adult?
It's not good.
Yeah.
Being on the road was great. We had to go, but we're all over the place. We're on a bus, all this stuff. It can get a lot. It can get stressful, can make the anxiety kind of flare up. And I think we've all been there. We don't want to be like that. We want to be happy, right? So BetterHelp is here to help. It is a online, professional, safe, private environment where you can talk to a licensed counselor today. In fact, so many people have used BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. This thing, it is not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. You can send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. I love BetterHelp. I'm all for therapy. I think we should do more of it. And now, these days, like everything, you can do it virtually, baby. And BetterHelp's the way to do it. It's more affordable. You have to wait in a waiting room, and you can speak to a truly, professional counselor. And they're professional in so many different genres of what you would need. Stress, anxiety, depression, trauma, sleep issues. The list goes on. And it's just, I'm a big fan of BetterHelp, and I think you will be too. So, of course, I got an offer for my listeners. Y'all know I want you to start living a happier life today. So as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor, BetterHelp.com/correct. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct, BetterHelp.com/correct. I got big news from my favorite home security company, SimpliSafe. They just launched their new wireless outdoor security camera. That's right, SimpliSafe, the system that U.S. News and World Report names Best Home Security of 2021, just got even better because they got this brand new spanking new outdoor security camera. It's engineered with all the advanced tech and security features you want and need to help keep you and your family safe. I got SimpliSafe. It's amazing. It's easy to set up. You set it all up. You now you have eyes and security on your home, so you can feel you don't have to, someone won't get you. Right? It's great, and their security camera is baller. It's a built-in spotlight with color night vision, so you can keep an eye on what's going on day and night. And it's easy to remove, rechargeable battery. It doesn't need an outlet, so you can go anywhere. And this camera has it all, and it integrates with your SimpliSafe home security system that you've got. And it's just that easy, okay? So to learn more about the exciting new SimpliSafe wireless outdoor security camera, visit simplisafe.com/Trey. You're going to love it. You need it. I love SimpliSafe. You will too. So what's more, SimpliSafe is celebrating this new camera by offering 20% off your entire new system and your first month of monitoring service free when you enroll in interactive monitoring. Again, that's simplisafe.com/Trey, simplisafe.com/Trey. I feel you, man. Man, you see that smoothie I put home earlier?
When you say put home, do you mean drink?
Yep.
Yeah, what was in it?
I don't know. Katie made it. Katie is, she put in her final. She finished her job, so she could come on the road, where she's doing other things.
Wait, where is she today?
She's upstairs.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. She's up. It's such a girl thing. How funny is this? She's upstairs because she got like a facial or something. Girls do all sorts of stuff, and so her like face is red.
Oh.
And she's like, I'm
rather
gonna stay up there. I'm like, these guys. Number one, they wouldn't even notice. You could show up with like be bald, and I'd be like, did you know Kate was bald? Jake'd be like, really?
Huh. It was either that or you got a new sectional. I couldn't figure out which one it was. Yeah. I knew something was off.
Oh, it's so funny. So yeah, girls.
No,
so
good.
Funny.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'll tell her you said thank you. They didn't want to see your crazy face.
I learned
thank
a new.
You so much. Please don't come down. I don't stay in the guest room until tomorrow. Please,
I don't want to see it.
I don't. My gosh.
Do you know this? I learned a new girl term. It deals with faces.
Butterface. Because that's a classic. Do kids still say that?
I don't know. That was so
brutal.
Mean.
That's brutal.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's too bad. It's too bad. But hey, that's what second puberty is for.
Yep. You learn.
You get away
Grow
from that.
out of that. Yeah. It's crazy. You say it all the time.
I used to. Yeah.
Yeah. We're just out on the road. He's like, did you take a photo with Butterface in row 3? I'm like, how do you, Jake? No.
The term I believe is gua sha. Do you know what gua sha is?
No. What?
I'll just say you're gonna need to be upstairs to do it.
This is like when you're young, you come home, you're like, I learned what blank means. And some kid mess with you.
Oh yeah. Maybe they did mess with me.
Okay, what'd you learn?
I think it's like a thing girls do, like anti-aging, anti-wrinkles, get the liquid out of your face kind of thing. It's like you put rocks on your cheeks and like you spread your cheeks with rocks.
Spread your cheeks with rocks.
Your top cheeks.
Oh. Okay, you just called it Boy Scouts. I've never heard it called gua sha.
Yeah, you grew up being an outdoorsman, right? Yeah.
So
you did hikingtrails.com.
I love outdoors.
Yeah.
So is that gua sha verb or gua sha noun?
Good question.
I'm gonna get some gua sha. I'm gonna get gua sha. I'm gonna get gua sha'd.
I'll be back in 10. I got a gua sha.
Gua sha.
It sounds like an onomatopoeia for like I'm making egg salad. You're like you're in there like gua sha. Cool. Stirring it.
Wow, you learned this from.
It was at the just talking wedding stuff. We were just all
really different.
Talking skin routines.
Is it the rocks?
Must have the rocks. Oh, I'll take it. I'll take a pretty little face on the rocks.
Yes.
That's what Coach O said.
I'll take a tall glass of you on the rocks. Coach. Yeah, but we need to talk about that. Coach. Little sports stuff. A lot of head coaches in the
great
news
week
lately.
for coaches.
Great week for coaches. If you don't pay attention, we'll start with Coach O for LSU.
What does he sound like?
Go Tigers! We're going. Hey, me, Coach Joshua.
Oh man, I remember when we had Joe Burrow. Man, I had to go Tigers.
That's pretty good.
Really?
It was pretty decent. Better than mine. I think, got a divorce not too long ago, and has just been a man on a mission apparently. And it's been weird.
He's been getting his rocks off.
Yeah, he brings girls to practice. I guess the final straw, which is so funny to me. Speaking of, just figure it out with your work, man. He pulled over and like catcalled a girl, like, you look pretty good in them yoga pants.
Which, by the way, catcalling, great move. High success rate.
Girls love it. They love it. It's so
love
respectful.
Because girls like confidence, and that's what catcalling is. It's showing you have confidence.
It is. And this woman goes,
hey!
I'm sorry, sir, I'm both married and pregnant. And he goes,
what's that got to do with anything?
What's that matter? I feel like it matters. And then it turns out that woman is married to like one of the presidents of LSU.
Just, I mean, could not have chosen a worse woman to catcall.
Could you imagine? You like work for some corporation, you're like, just yell at some woman. It's like, that's like the CEO of your company's wife. So.
Like I go to Washington, D.C. and I catcall like Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I didn't know.
She looked good in a pantsuit.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
I mean,
the athleisure these days.
That's the problem.
Yeah. It's their fault.
That Urban Meyer, another coach, was in the news because there was a photo of like
video
of like some girl kind of like half dancing on this 55-year-old man at a bar in Cleveland.
Before that, his team had lost again. They were 0-5, and he's like, "Look, I'm not going to travel home with the team. I want to focus. I need some time to myself. I need to focus on
I want to see my grandkids.
Yeah, he had like all these excuses. What he was going to do. I need to focus on what's important. And what's important is, a little public grind. Cleveland dive bar. I will say it's been cool since then. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the team he coaches, whenever they have practice and they're like, all right, they used to say like Jaguars on 3, 1, 2, 3, Jaguars. And now they're all about like they're 0-5. They got to get better. So it's like 1, 2, 3, grind.
That's
what they do to
grind
get themselves.
Day. Yeah, that's how he spun it. It was kind of masterful. He's like, I told you guys I'm going to grind 24/7 for this team.
And I mean it, and that's why I needed Stephanie.
That's why
the 21-year-old.
She was. She's pre-med Pi-Phi, so it's better than it looks. She's a sharp girl.
Look, she wasn't married or pregnant, so I'm doing way better than Coach Al.
Yeah, look at this guy.
I know how to pick him.
And then the best for last, Coach Gruden for the Raiders had to quit because a bunch of emails came out of him just over email, just basically making fun of every minority in the country and Roger Goodell.
Just being on the wrong side of history and really any topic that's been in the news the last 3 years.
I love how many old guys are like, I'm going to send all this over email. It's like, do you ever email your buddy some inappropriate joke? Like, I don't, just, give him a call. What are you?
Like, I'm an NFL coach. I've won a Super Bowl. But what would be fun is emailing racial slurs to a couple of my buddies who also work in the NFL.
Or also multimillionaires and really in the public eye.
I can't imagine emailing anything that's not like so important.
Yeah.
Like we've never emailed unless it's been something directly related to work.
That could be a fun new brand, It's like, it's like, well, let me get your email. It's like, Trey, he's a fun guy, but he likes to email.
He will only email me.
Katie has a friend, or like she met her somewhere where she's a WhatsApp person, where she's like, she doesn't iMessage.
Does she live in Paraguay?
Exactly. She's like, I'm like, what do you want? Why are you on WhatsApp? She's like, this is how she likes to communicate.
Angela.
Like, you had to download WhatsApp and you're on a whole nother platform.
I like that though. Now each one of this girl's friends, like they only use WhatsApp to talk to her. It's like her own app, basically.
Yeah,
I would.
Brilliant.
Yeah, good for her.
So she's over there writing a letter. I was like, is that a thank you note to someone? She's like,
Theodore.
No, it's Brittany. This is how she likes to do it. Yes, I am down for dinner in 2 weeks. Sincerely yours.
Oh
yeah,
that would be awesome.
Just, I'd love to talk to you sometime. But do you have? Yeah, is there any way you could download Kick? That's kind of how I like to do it.
Yeah, Kick for me.
Yeah.
Oh, you were kicked off of there. Oh, because the only time people use that was for highly
illegal
and sexual things. Okay, what about GroupMe? You want us to do GroupMe then?
GroupMe? Oh, we have an Android guy who makes us do GroupMe.
Yeah, that's rough.
GroupMe is like we're all familiar with that a little more, but dude, get over your. If you're an Android person, made your friends do GroupMe. Stop.
Here's something. Let's talk about this.
I want to do that to my Android buddy. I'm like, hey, you can only text me on WhatsApp. You give me an extra step, I give you an extra step.
Yeah. And write me a letter while you're at it.
Yeah.
Write me.
Here's my address.
Like a letter from war.
Don't come
to
over.
Schedule dinner with me. Dear Thomas.
I'm writing to you on the eve of the first of fall.
It has been 3 days since I've seen your face. I would love to spread around some rocks on it.
Yes.
Speaking of rocks, I just got done fighting the Battle of Chesapeake.
Yes.
I picked up some rocks from the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be bringing them to you when we have dinner.
In
a couple days.
All of my mates were on one side, and I chose a different side. They all fought with muskets. I used a small cooking knife because I have to be difficult, and my texts are green.
Also, I'm not sure when you're going to get this letter, but don't take the polio vaccine. I wouldn't trust it. I've talked to many doctors on the field.
I've talked to them.
Many medics.
You won't be able to spread your cheeks ever again.
Dang it, what was I was going to say something else before I got on the letters from where thing. I don't know.
Just WhatsApp.
Oh, no, here's something. I've noticed as we've been taking some pictures with some awesome fans. A lot of droids. Like,
yes.
I mean, I would dare to say 37% of the pictures I've taken with fans have been droids, which seems way higher than the national average.
That's a good point. And you would, because droid people like to kind of stand out and go against the grain. And a lot of these shows, you have to have a vaccine to go. Mm-hmm. So you'd think they'd be sheep. But they're not.
But they're not. They have
wolves.
3 cameras vertical in the back. That's how you know. You see one of those, it's like, wow.
Whoa.
What is this? This looks like a bean pod.
Yeah.
It's taking a picture of me.
It throws people off taking the photos too. They're like, man, how do I work this thing? I don't get it.
People why don't you just take the selfie? You have better selfie arms. Or no, Jessica takes the best selfie. I'm like, why don't we this is one of the easier things to do.
Yeah.
I'll just do it. Somebody do it. If somebody doesn't do it in 5 seconds, I'm going to start screaming.
I had one woman in a meet and greet. If I've said this, stop me. I can't remember. She was, did I say this right? She's like in her 60s by herself.
No. I don't know this story.
And she walks up and she's kind of like meek, and I'm already intrigued, right? I'm like, this is just like a 7-year-old woman by herself.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, how are you? Did you enjoy the show? She's like, oh my gosh, yes. You are hysterical, and you remind me of my son. You do. You guys remind me, except you are so hot.
I did not know
this.
That
was like, Barbara.
This was
you little minx.
No.
Okay, I was just saying a general.
I was like,
not
our Barbara.
Not our Barbara.
You little minx.
Jeanette, you better watch it.
You
Looking's free, but touching will cost you.
You look and remind me exactly of my son, except the things I want to do wouldn't be illegal with you. When does the bus leave?
Yeah.
Is Katie here on this show?
You want to get a selfie while we're up here? Or?
Why don't we just get a picture a few feet apart? Why don't we just do that?
So that was a highlight.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Have you had any of these, which...
It's old-fashioned woman. Tell it like it is, right? No beating around the bush. I can respect that.
Let me guess.
That's
you got her email.
I got her WhatsApp, yeah. We've been communicating. Katie, it's untraceable.
It's encrypted.
Nice try.
I saw Zuckerberg post about that recently.
She's smart.
End-to-end encryption, whatever that means.
Oh, yes. Plenty of that.
I had a girl come take a picture. Also, this was like a probably 21-year-old girl, came to the show by herself. Bless her heart. That's a hard thing to do.
Sure.
Seemed also kind of like meek. I got maybe some like homeschool vibes from her.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, hey.
Homeschool vibes.
Do you mind if we get a picture? I'm like, no, of course. Maybe I cracked some joke. I was going to ask you for one. So
Could you
this
also
is great.
sign my school permission slip to be here?
Do you
mind?
A
letter from my mom.
I'm sure you get this a lot. Can you sign my bonnet? Your what? Oh, bonnet. Oh, well, that's still weird, but okay.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Where
I can.
is that?
Where do you have to point me to it, but
yeah.
I think I know.
I think I know.
But no, she was like, you're just really quiet and really sweet. I was like, yeah, no, let's get a picture, of course. She's like, we take one. I'm like, all right, what's your name? So nice to meet you. Okay. And she's like, oh, I had my mask on. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's take another one. Yeah, take the mask off. She's like, okay. She goes to take the mask off, and then it gets like caught on her glasses.
It's connected to the bonnet, so it takes a minute.
Well, yeah, it gets caught on her glasses, so she rips her glasses off. Now the glasses are on the ground. Now I'm
I can't see.
Oh, where am I? Mom!
Oh! Don't touch me! You're just standing there like, oh my god.
My bonnet is for my husband.
Yeah.
Get out of here, pervert. No, so then I'm helping her get her glasses, helping her get her mask back on. She's like so flustered that she just like runs off. I'm like, oh no.
Really?
There's no sense of urgency with me. That's Trey's meet and greet.
Yeah.
Mine's free. So
we had a poor guy who was solo, and really kind, but kind of like shy guy. And he walks up with like a camera. Everyone does the phone, but he has a camera. I'm like, yeah, no worries. Okay. So Tom, tour manager's taking photos. He knows how to work stuff. Yeah, so it's not like, what do I do? And he's like, it's kind of freezing up, and the guy immediately starts being like, I'm so, we can just forget about it. No. And both of us are like, no,
dude, you brought this camera. Like, let's get the pic.
We're good.
Yeah.
Take your time. You're trying to get the photo. He's like, yes, I can't just work. He's like, all right, let's just do the phone. I'm so sorry. Let's do the phone. I'm like, you sure? Yeah. He pulls out a phone that's in one of the huge, like, it's like a billfold phone combo. It's like this huge thing that Tom's trying to work, and it's like it has like one of the like thin layers over it, so it's like not working. It's in there. Like, sorry, so we have to take it out, and then it's an Android. So then he's like, I'm not really sure.
Tom's like, I don't know.
And this guy's like, I was like, we're fine, we're good, and I think we got it. But the poor guy, it took a year off his life. I was like, I assure you, it's fine, man. We're no worries.
Get the picture.
You imagine I was just like, really, a Nikon. Does it even exist anymore?
I shoot all my stuff on Sony's and iPhones.
It's good.
So we're the wise.
It's very kind. It's better than the opposite, where a girl is like hanging around for minutes and trying to touch my bottom, trying to spread my rocks.
Yeah.
Like, man.
There are some of those. There was one, I mean, I had been at the venue like an hour after the show still, and this girl was talking to me. And as Lucas is leaving, he hears those sweet little words where she was like, I don't want to keep you any longer, but I just wanted to. And that's all Lucas could hear. And when we got back to the bus, he's like, I thought about saving you, man. I feel like it's never a good sign when they're aware that they've already been keeping you for a while. I don't want to keep you any longer than I already have. I don't want
to keep you any longer. I do want to literally keep you. If that is of...
This is weird, but what size wrist do you have? I want to see if they would fit the handcuffs.
No.
Cuffing season, funny, right?
Yeah, cuffing season.
You're coming with me. Yeah. What does that matter?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
What's that got to do?
Go Tigers.
Yeah. That's, imagine hitting a girl. She says, I am married and pregnant. And you just double down. Still trying.
Good.
I'm
glad.
Like, what? Those are like the two most obvious no's. What am I supposed to do?
I feel like she'd be decently just like unattracted to the pregnant thing too. It's not even like a barrier. It's like a
just literal... like I think the only way you could add to that is like, I'm married to a man, I'm pregnant, and
but I'm attracted to women. Yeah.
Like I'm still confident in this.
I don't know.
Reminds me of a friend of mine in college. It's a classic, just some douchey guy at a bar came up to her and he said, let me buy you a drink. And she was like, no, no, thank you. No, I'm fine. He goes, you want to get out of here? And she was like, what? What leap in logic?
You went from step 1 to 10.
Sorry if I've told that story before. I think I might. What leap? It was all time. I witnessed it. I was just like, it reminds me of another time where this weird guy went up to a friend of mine and he like bought her a drink in a classic, like, let me get you one. And she wasn't interested at all. She was just like, thanks for the free.
Cool.
Like margarita. And then he pivots to me and he's like, I follow you, man. Like, listen, I don't want to be weird, but I have a lot of good ideas, and maybe sometime, I don't know if you got, we're like at a bar right now. We don't want to, maybe, I don't know if you're around tomorrow. We could, he starts doing this, like, we're going to collab in the next 12 hours. And I'm just like, dude, like, I appreciate it, but come on. So I'm trying to avoid this guy. And he's like attacking both me and the girl. And he goes back up to her after he clearly realizes she blew him off. And this is pretty much a power move. He retrieved the drink back. She drank half of it and he goes, you don't deserve this. I take it back. And she's like, can you do that? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that's pretty cool.
And then you said to her.
And he gave it to me.
Yeah.
What about this?
Then you looked at the girl and you said, you want to get out of here?
Yeah. You know what?
Just anywhere. Just escape this guy.
My place or yours? Like, what? That was just all the time.
That's so funny. Can I get you a drink? No. I really rather not. All right, let's just get out of here.
It's literally being like, I want to take you out on another date. Like, I'm not interested. It's like, will you marry me?
You want to go to the chapel?
Yeah.
Let's go to the courthouse tomorrow.
I see what you're doing here. Will you marry me? Elizabeth Emily. How do you know my middle name? We've been on 2 dates.
That's right.
Is that a customized Bible? What is happening?
What does that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
I walk into like a JP Morgan bank. I'd like to apply for a job. Like, well, it doesn't really work that way. You can go online. You're fired. I'm the CEO and you're fired. Whoa.
They start collecting their things. How did he do this?
Wow, he's very convincing.
Yeah.
Maybe you should be my boss. Mm-hmm. I should get a different job anyway.
No, leave it. You don't even get to take that. No severance. No severance.
We'll find someone else with that name. Leave the placard. Leave your name tag. We'll find someone else who's G Mills. It's an easy name.
Will you marry me? I'll fight for you. I like how many guys.
You want to get out of here?
All the movies and stuff you see these romance movies where the guy just walks up to a random girl. He's like, yeah. She's she's picking out a record in a music store. He's like, 89, Beatles. Yeah, great record. She turns around. He's like, why don't we grab coffee?
I'm Jason, by the way.
I'm Jason. She's like, but that only works if you're Channing Tatum.
You have to be so unbelievably attractive for that to work.
Yeah. If you're a 30-year-old going through your second round of puberty, she's like, what's up? What do you say? Coffee after this? She's like, sir, can I help? Do you work here? What's happening?
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah, you're fired.
Sorry, I was thinking about my other job.
Yeah.
JP Morgan.
I manage wealth.
Just firing a girl that you're hitting on. Yeah, dude, you're fired.
Just kidding. You're butterface. She's like, what did you say? That is not okay to say. I didn't. Yeah.
I was hoping you were married and pregnant.
Yeah.
Forget it. I was just had this thought. It's funny you bring it up. I'm watching the show You. I'm watching You. And Katie.
Mm-hmm.
No, season 3 came out, and yeah, this like the show is like good.
I need to try. I've heard it's good.
It's good.
We tried watching it, and it's about a girl being stalked by a guy. So Katie was just like, I don't, was gonna give her nightmares or something.
Yeah, sure.
So he kept saying, it reminds me of how our first dating, and I was like, what?
Because I picked you up.
Where's that? Because you just.
I didn't think you saw the binoculars.
Yeah. Is it good? Worth watching?
It's a good show in the sense that like it always keeps you like it's a very like like you're on edge a little bit, like I don't know how they're gonna get out of this one,
right?
But it's starting to also get like it's a little predictable. It's like right when things are good, then Joe relapses back and now he's just a horny little boy again, and things are good, but his wife just killed someone else again. Yeah, so it's like that what's gonna happen.
Is it the same? He's dating the same girl the whole time.
We got a new lady each season. Kind of.
Okay. It's kind of like a CSI vibe or something.
Or like Prison Break, where it's a different prison every show.
Yeah. You're like, how many girls can he stalk?
Yeah.
Without someone. Is he even a new city at least?
New city each time.
Okay.
And he kind of stops the stalking after season 1.
New York City first season?
Yep.
Does he go to, let me guess, Seattle?
Close.
Portland?
Not geographically, but time zone-wise, sure.
LA,
yeah. Goes LA.
Okay, he kind of doesn't mess with. Then Miami, let me guess. Latina girl.
Season 3 is The Burbs. I think it's like the Burbs of
is it some
Southern California.
Married pregnant woman?
I wish. But in that show,
married?
This like college kid walks up to this like married, I guess like woman with a kid, and she's like, hey, I saw you while you were shopping in there. Like approach her in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm Theo, by the way. Like I've just never.
That's a hot name.
I don't think that works. I've never like said something to anyone, and then 3 sentences later, been like, "I'm Jake, by the way." That's just not natural. Like that is not how humans talk. Why is it in movies all the time?
Yeah, it's more natural to be like, so. Yeah, I don't usually do this, but I just wanted to. What do you like? What are you doing? What are you doing at the mall?
Want to get out of here?
Want to get at the mall anymore, right? With Amazon. What's your name?
Speaking of Amazon, do you? I have some friends down there. Do you ever use WhatsApp to talk?
Could I get your WhatsApp?
No, I said not much. What's up? What's up with you, dog? Or what's up? Smells like it in here. You ever heard that joke?
Oh,
I'm Theo.
How they ship it so fast?
I'm Jake, by the way.
I don't. 2-day shipping. I'd ship us in 2 days. I'd ship this
or less. Do you want to get married? You're fired.
You're fired. What?
What? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you go to the hospital?
Nope.
I'm Theo.
Were you the guy I saw playing volleyball in shoes? No.
I was a guy playing volleyball in jeans and shoes. Yeah. There was another guy there.
So good. I love it, man. There's always at least one guy on the beach with shoes on. You gotta respect it.
Yep.
I love it, man. It's how I grew up playing basketball. The black guys, they don't wear flip flops. They only wear sneakers to the beach.
Yeah.
And to the pool.
Yeah.
And it's aged well, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. It's way cooler. Have this dumb thong flip flops on. Just walk up to the pool in a pair of Jordan 6s. Yeah. It's way cooler. That's what I'm gonna do.
No one else probably showed up to the pool wearing those.
Yeah.
Also, thongs I've never gotten down on them.
Oh, it's
slides only. Yeah.
We've adapted, surely. We don't need thongs. I
don't even understand really I guess they're a little more snug. Either thong. But, for your feet. Like, I guess they're on your feet a little better.
I've tried both, and neither are great.
Are we talking thongs and slides, or?
Thongs.
Thong.
Yeah. Kind of like, Michael Phelps was a big thing, and he kind of wore something like that.
Yeah, it's like, well, he swims really fast. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. So people.
It's a tough word. 2 different meanings. 2 different body parts.
Right. That's a lot in the English language. Thong.
One covers your bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Bonnet. There is one meaning, I think.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Bop it.
Bop it. Twist it.
Twist it.
Bonnet.
Bonnet.
Churn it.
Wow. Yeah, churn it.
It's an Amish bop it.
Secret.
Bonnet.
Secrets.
Secrets. That was a good segment way back in the day when we did. I'm pretty sure we just reenacted Bop It on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
it might have been Do Let's Go. I don't know. It feels like a while ago.
Yeah, Bop It. Little guy, I still have nightmares about that guy yelling at me. Do it again, but better. So I'm surprised I didn't keep going with Bop It. Have like a thing with like 9 options on it.
Just
like,
how big could it be?
Yeah. Just can't about once every 3 years in like some deep clean, I'll discover a Bop It and then play it obsessively for 3 days. That happens once every 3 years in my life. Yeah. Because you'll like hit it and it'll be like high score. And you're like, I think I can
beat that.
And you start to play it a few times. You're like, oh my gosh, I will die before I don't beat this score.
That's how I felt in the, where were we? Milwaukee Green Room. They had an arcade down there before one of our shows. I now hold the high score in Mrs. Pac-Man, Galaga, and Mr. Pac-Man.
They didn't have a Galaga down there.
I promise you I have the high score right now.
Oh, I would have played it.
Yeah.
I love video games.
It was awesome.
You hear my... Yeah, let's do a little triggered segment.
It sounds like it.
In a little triggered segment. I'm fired up. We have our great first leg. It's like 11 shows in 9 days, however many cities. It was like, I'm going to come home. I'm going to sit my butt down. I'm going to play some video games.
You've earned
it. Guess what I'm coming home to? A nice new PS5, baby.
Wow.
I had waited. I was like, should I do this? I had a few friends get it. Said it was great. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a PS5. Come home to it. Get it signed. I mean, I fired up the graphics immediately. You're like, wow. So I got it. Of course, you do all the updates and crap these days. It was nice back in the day where you could just press on and click the game and play it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, welcome to your new PS5.
Rendering.
Update now or later. If you don't update now, you can't ever play it. So I guess I'll update it. It's like 8 hours left. So I come down the next morning. We got home that evening because I was prepped, fired all up, and get home. Wake up, nothing. I'm clicking the on button. I'm pressing the controller. I'm doing it. It's giving me nothing. I'm just like, don't tell me. So I'm like, okay, it's a little Google. So I start doing the thing. Change the chord. Let's hold down this reset button. Let's hold up. 20 minutes goes by. Nothing.
Uh-oh.
I'm starting to lose it. I'm starting to. And I call customer service. Their customer service doesn't open until 9 a.m. Pacific.
Huh.
So 11, like. So I finally get a hold of this guy. Very nice guy. It's a bummer when the customer service are a little too nice because I'm like, you got me at my worst right now, sir. And I'm going to try to be nice. But he's like, how we doing today? How we doing today, Trey? Like, I'm fine. I'm talking to a PS5 help guy, so it's like
it's not going great.
I'd rather do anything else. And I was just like, here's the issue. He's like, yeah, unfortunately, we'll ship you a box. You send it into us, and we will fix it and send it back free of charge, of course. I was like, how long is that going to take? He's like, 20 to 30 business days, which is a super annoying way to say 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I go, and is there any, like, why could I get it sooner? He's like, well, due to COVID, it's just everything. And I just go, dude, can't just shoot me. It's not because of COVID. You're just like backed up. Can we not do that? Now you're upsetting me. He's like, sir, I'm sorry. And as he's like, because all customer service people type like part of their doctorate while they help you out. So I don't know what he's doing over there. He's like, so he's trying to be kind to small talk. He's like, you watch any good shows lately, Trey?
Not on my PS5.
And I go, no, not much of a show guy, just video game guy.
All I do is video games.
I'd like to play it.
Pretty good visuals.
Can I watch shows on my PS5? Oh, wait, I can't do anything on it. And, but he was nice. I said, thank you for your service.
Good. Did he give you an explanation like why it doesn't work? Like it's just broken? Like a brand new state-of-the-art technology?
I don't know how companies do this. I guess it's not totally uncommon. I think that's why he was so prepared to like set me up with this fix, because I think a lot of PS5s have just been faulty when they send them out.
Smart. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good quality assurance.
Like, apparently I'm going to send it in. They're going to fix it and send it back. It's like, just
do that.
Yeah.
Why don't you test them out?
Yeah. So, yeah. Boss man, should we see if they're on or off?
Look,
can we turn them on or off? Like, just ship them.
Hey, we have to travel for work. We all do.
I have a volleyball game. I don't want to worry about this. Ship it. That's why I triggered, man. What about you?
My triggered is going to be we're back to the wedding. Trey, we're going to go back. This time it's not about the beans. Trust me, the beans did the opposite trigger me. They tickled me. It was awesome. But went to this wedding. My wedding date and I, you know me, just...
Were you invited to the wedding or you were +1 to the wedding?
I was invited to the wedding.
Okay. And you brought some poor gal to a dry beans wedding? Man.
She's like, is it like pretty fancy? How nice do I need to dress? I was like, I don't know. I know it said dry beans casual.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means. Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's a wedding, if I'm being honest, but they said to bring someone.
I'm bringing him a toaster.
They said to bring someone that they said has sturdy shoulders. I think we were going to be lifting things.
I saw the word bonnet on the program. I don't know what that means. I have one in the car.
Yeah.
But, I've never done this before, but this is kind of fun, and this is just up my alley personality-wise, just camp counselor to my core. I was like, tonight we're not just going to a wedding, we're playing a game. We're each going to like gamble basically on the wedding. It's like different like predictions. Like this.
Let's act like we're married. Wouldn't this be fun? And
like let's pretend like when there's a slow song, like we hope and kiss.
Yeah. I know you said just friends, but like, isn't it fun to like play games?
Do you want to get out of here?
Do you want to get out?
Am I reading this situation properly?
Where things headed right now?
Are we about to go back to my place?
Are you taking your bonnet off, or is it just me?
This has been an all-time episode for callbacks. Holy cow. No, we're playing different kind of games where it's like you're trying to make predictions. And I'm triggered by how non-basic this couple was. I didn't get like any of my predictions right all night. So it's good for them. Yeah. Like predicted so the maid of honor will start her speech with, for those of you who don't know me. Yeah. She didn't. She said, hey, I'm Alexis. I'm her sister. Just like went right into it. I was like, dang, good for you.
I guarantee you the food, it's probably going to be buffet style, and they'll have either chicken or beef and a vegetable and a potato. It's like just pulled pork and beans.
It's like, dang it.
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
Bold prediction. There will be an ounce of alcohol somewhere on the premises. Yeah. Didn't get that one right either. Yeah. What else did I select? Oh, we tried to guess the bridesmaids' colored dresses. Got that one wrong. Tried to guess the first dance songs. Didn't get any of those right.
Really?
I guessed the scripture right. I went with I think it's 1 Peter. Love is patient, love is kind. That's a classic. That's a layup, and that was like one of the only points I got. What else was there? Yeah, basically I came home pretty empty-handed.
Huh.
Yeah.
I went to a wedding once where this is so funny. You ever been to a wedding where the guy, the officiant, they're just doing too much. They think they're doing. It's like we've all been. Just do the cookie cutter thing. Read 1 Corinthians 13 or whatever. Yeah. And then this guy was like, let me walk you how marriage is a reflection of the 10 commandments. Right. Yeah. So you're like, okay, let's see what he does here. And you go through the first commandment is no other gods. Mm-hmm. Immediately it's kind of like, you're supposed to be married, but God first.
Yeah.
Okay. And then number 2 is, you gotta help me out here. I don't know the order of them. Number 2.
Bear arms.
Commandment number 2, right to bear arms. They're like, sir, no.
I don't think. Is that what Moses?
Is that what? Huh.
But it just gets sounded like thou shalt not murder.
Right. And then they start going, and you're kind of thinking, you're like, I know. And he's like, there's do not steal, do not murder. Where's he going to go with this?
But joint bank
it's like honor your parents. You're
okay.
You now have 2 sets of parents. Okay. He went on to like, do not steal. It's like something about he tried to make some weird point that like kind of landed of like
don't steal each other's time away from each other's heart.
Yes. You're like, okay. And then he goes, do not kill. He goes, because I tell you what, looks can kill. And it's not all about looks.
Oh my!
And you're like, what? What's he saying?
It's such a stretch. Just read a simple verse like the rest of them.
You're not killing this. This is horrible. And it just got weird, man.
Okay, when you said officiant,
let me just read you something out of the old law, Leviticus.
Take your wheat.
Take your wheat, and when you are unclean during your time of the month, throw her in the barn, or whatever you're saying. Sir, why are you reading? This isn't part of the marriage thing.
I don't think that verse is about this. Yeah. Don't try to connect them.
Yeah, that's different.
That's funny. This officiant, if I had to guess, like, knows them from premarital counseling, but that's it. Like, doesn't know them that well, I think. And I felt bad for Nolan up there because he was like, when I first met these two, I was asking him, how'd you meet? And he said, Facebook dating. And I said, I didn't even know that was a thing. Where do you find that? And just kind of like ribs this guy for like meeting his wife on Facebook dating. And I'm back there. It's like, oh, stop.
I was going to ask him if he'd have any, if he'd waited for marriage, but I think it was pretty obvious. This guy's a square.
He's never seen a bonnet in real life.
Oh, geez, Louise. Facebook dating.
Yeah, he's like giving him a hard time at the altar. Yeah. I was like, maybe just skip over this part and do what you're up here to do,
That's
comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, gosh, I feel bad for him. Mm-hmm. But also, now I know. I didn't know any other couples that met on Facebook dating, so we got a little success story out of it.
True.
So good for them.
That was good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the next weddings. It's fun to just go to things and just judge it. Isn't it? Oh, man, that's fun.
No, I had a good time. If you're out there listening, great time, good beans, good music.
Good beans, good times.
Loved Mark.
I'm a big fan of beans. I feel like beans are a thing. I'm like, I need to put more beans in my diet.
Are beans good for you?
I mean, they're
Does Katie eat
bad.
beans? Okay.
I mean, they're like, it's like real food. It's probably better than, whatever's in.
It comes from the earth.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know if eating like 3 bowls of it for dinner like you did. I kind of did. We had an old family recipe. It was kind of like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. Like my grandparents' recipe because they were poor and beans was what was for dinner.
Beans, Coke, and
like
cake.
Once a year. Yeah.
Just like what I did.
Just have a big bowl of beans like we were scraping by.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Just 1931 style.
Yeah, absolutely. She'd sprinkle a little Oklahoma red dirt in it. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, the Dust Bowl, it was everywhere.
Yeah, it was dusty out.
It's authentic.
Let's listen to some Calvin Coolidge on the radio.
Yeah.
What do you say?
It's the whole experience.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's fun. Good beans episode.
Good beans. Everyone get some beans and get some tickets, and we'll see you on the road. And thanks again for listening. Let us know if you're here at the end of the episode. Let us know what you want to see. We're pumped about this tour, but we're hoping the start of the new year we're going to really bring some fun changes to Correct Opinions.
Oh, that's right. That is very exciting. We got to get through some shows.
Stay tuned. Let us know what you want to see. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Dream big.
Listeners for years.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you next week, as always.
Eat your beans.
Correct Opinion.